we have to say loudly, every vote matters, every Scottish family matters, every Scottish community matters, and Scotland matters, and will matter at the heart of the Labour government. But we also have an opportunity tomorrow. After 14 years, where we've had a Tory government that hasn't even thought about Scotland or cared about Scotland, to elect a Labour government with Keir Starmer as our Prime Minister, and have a man that cares about Scotland, understands Scotland, and wants to deliver for the Scottish people. That's the change. After 14 years, a man of decency, integrity, honesty, that wants to do public service, and that will put our country before any party and deliver for the people of Scotland. That's the if you want change, you have to vote Labour. If you want to make sure we get rid of the Tories, you have to vote Labour. If you want to turn the decade of decline and decay away and start the process of change, you have to vote Labour. If you want honesty, decency and integrity back into our public life, you have to vote Labour. If you want economic stability to bring down the cost of your mortgage, you have to vote Labour. If you want the journey of change to get our NHS back on track so it's there when you need it, you have to vote Labour. If you want to make work pay and give a pay rise to over 200,000 Scots, you have to vote Labour. And if you want a publicly owned energy company headquartered here in Scotland, GB Energy, to bring down bills for good and deliver more jobs, you have to vote Labour. And if you want to give opportunities to our young people so no potential is squandered and everyone can live their full potential, you have to vote Labour. And if you want a Prime Minister that's going to serve you and your family and our community and our country, you have to vote Labour. And to make sure we get rid of the Tories, you have to vote Labour. To put Scotland at the heart of a Labour government, you have to vote Labour. And to deliver the change our country needs, you have to vote Labour. Thank you. We would not be in the place we are today, where we can, with humility, look people in the eye and say, after 14 years, we are ready to serve if you give us that privilege, and we are ready to deliver for you if we win this election. That would not have been possible if it wasn't for a man of decency and integrity, a man who's led this election campaign across our country, taking us from the worst result we have seen since the 80s, and are putting us ready to serve the people if they give us that opportunity. Friends, please welcome a man that I know with pride we are campaigning for in this election campaign, my friend, the leader of the UK Labour Party, Keir Starmer.
And your leadership with Jackie here in Scotland, because you've transformed and changed the Labour Party here in Scotland and put us in a position where the day before the election we're credible contenders for government. That's down to leadership, sheer hard work and change here in Scotland. And I wouldn't be able to stand on this platform making the case I'm making across the whole of the United Kingdom if it wasn't for the work and leadership you have shown here in Scotland. And thank you to all of you for the warm welcome that you've given me as we walked in this afternoon. It was fantastic to come in, to see you, to hear you, to be back here in Scotland. On day 42 of this campaign, this is my second last stop of the campaign here back in Scotland. I'm really pleased it is. And what a lift you have given me by that reception as we walked in, to go those final few yards now towards the start of a historic day tomorrow. So thank you for that. Thank you for everything that you have done. This election is all about change. The chance to turn the page and start to rebuild. That is what tomorrow is all about. It's a stark choice. We've had 14 years of chaos, of division and failure in Westminster, of Scotland being let down in each and every one of those 14 years. One choice is to continue that. The other choice is to vote Labour, vote for change, and start to begin the rebuild across our country and here in Scotland. That is the choice on offer tomorrow. And it's such an important choice for Scotland, because Scotland needs change. But it won't happen if you don't vote Labour in Scotland. I want a Labour government to have Scotland at its heart. The route to a Labour government runs through Scotland, has always run through Scotland. And I want voters in Scotland not to send a message. The SNP say, the most important election, but I don't know how long. And they say, what? Send a message. Send a message. Send someone, an SNP MP, to sit on the opposition benches in this important period of history. And say a few things across the aisle. I want Scotland to send a message. I want Scotland to send a government. Delivering change for Scotland from the first moments after that election. Sleeves rolled up, working for Scotland tirelessly from day one, not sending a message, delivering from Scotland, because that's what a Labour government will do. Working with Scotland to deliver for Scotland. That is the change on offer. But we have to remember, here in Scotland it's very tight in our constituencies. Every vote will matter, every vote has to be earned. Constituencies can turn on just a few hundred votes. So we have to work tirelessly until 10 o'clock tomorrow night to get the trust and confidence of people to vote for change and vote Labour. A vote for any other party is a vote to continue with the Tories. Just imagine, if you dare, waking up on Friday morning to 5 more years of the Tories because people didn't go out and vote Labour. 5 more years of chaos and division and failure because they won't change. Have you seen anything in their campaign that suggests that they've changed? They've campaigned as they've governed. Chaos and division and failure. It isn't going to change. So we have to go out and make sure that we persuade people, those undecided, people who are not sure, not convinced change can happen, that change can happen, and that they can vote for it. We must do that work. Don't let up. Thank you for everything you have done. Thank you for what you will do, because we will not give up on a single vote. We will We'll fight through till 10 o'clock tomorrow evening. But imagine instead the alternative. A Labour government on Friday morning. A Labour government ready and willing to deliver, starting the hard work of change with Scottish Labour MPs already hard at work delivering for Scotland. Imagine that. From day one, it won't be easy, but we will make a start straight away. And it'll be a change worth having, the building of a different, a better future for Scotland. That is the choice. Change. But change will only happen if we vote for it. So vote Labour. Vote for Labour MPs here in Scotland as part of a Labour government in this important election about change. So as Anna says, what is it? If you want change, vote Labour! Thank you so much. It is a completely different menu, because we've had 14 years in Westminster of chaos and division, of failure which has not delivered for Scotland. And I've not met anyone in Scotland who says they want things to stay the same. They want change, and that is what's on offer. That is the new menu for Friday morning change. Change in the way our economy runs, so it runs and works for every single person across Scotland. Making sure we set up GB Energy, that's not in anybody else's manifesto, based here in Scotland. Making sure injustice and inequality everywhere. That is the change we begin if people vote for it tomorrow, but that change will only happen if people vote for it. Thank you so much.
You've got the backing of the Sun both in Scotland and across the UK. Is that significant for you?
I am delighted to have the support and the backing of the Sun. I think that shows just how much this is a changed Labour Party, back in the service of working people. And that is the change that's on offer tomorrow at this election. An important election, all about change. But if you want change, you have to vote for it. Thank you very much. And we have other backing that we are very delighted to have as well here in Scotland.
Thank you, Keir. Of course, we have the endorsement of the Scottish Sun today, who said we've got to end not just the 14 years of chaos from the Tories, but end the 17 years of chaos from the SNP.
Polls do not predict the future. This is about change, and it's going to be really tight across Scotland. Many of these constituencies will turn on hundreds of votes, so it really matters. If you want change, you have to vote Labour. If you want to see the end of 14 years of Tory in Westminster, then you have to vote Labour. So it's important for that reason. But it's important for a second reason that matters hugely to me. If we do get change, that we are able to form a Labour government to serve, and it will be a government of service. I want to be the Prime Minister of the whole of the United Kingdom, and that means we will have powerful representation in Scotland at the heart of a Labour government. Thank you so much.
Last but not least, Catherine from Channel 4.
Excuse the shameless pun, how many seats would you consider a slam dunk for Labour? Would winning anything less than a majority, would winning anything less than a majority feel like a missed opportunity?
Look, let's remember where we were when we started this 4 and a bit years ago. We'd just come off the back of the worst election result in 2019, general election result, since 1935. And Alice in Scotland and me across the UK working together in lockstep have changed this Labour Party, including here in Scotland, to a position where we are now credible contenders into our election. We've done that by recognising that we had to earn every vote, that nothing was taken for granted, and that it was our party that needed to change. I want us to go into government to serve and to deliver for Scotland. That is our ambition. That is the offer on Thursday. And everybody who wants to see the back of the Tories, who wants that change, has to vote Labour so we can begin that hard work of delivering for Scotland. So this is not a numbers game, it's about the kind of government that's on offer. Turning our backs on chaos, division, and the failure of the last 14 years, and ushering in a government of service to serve and deliver in Scotland. Thank you.
General election, we had our worst result in Scotland since 1910, and we came fourth. And if people vote the right way tomorrow, Scotland has a chance to make history, be the centre point of change, and deliver a Labour government. But as you've heard repeatedly today already, if you want change, you have to vote for it, and tomorrow you have to vote!